She was diagnosed and lived for 8 more months, and throughout that time, she did so many things. I mean, we went hiking, and our friend has a pony, so she got to ride on her pony, and she went to baby yoga, and she went to the
Music class?
Music class. She loved music class.
Loved music class.
And, with everything, we kind of followed her lead on what she liked to do. We didn't just take her to do as many adventures as possible if she wasn't enjoying it. And so, but she was enjoying all that stuff, and she loved to be in the bathtub forever. And she went swimming at the pool that time. Yeah. And so she liked to do all these things, and so we didn't want to have a medical intervention that might prevent any of that stuff if it came to that point. But then I'd say the last maybe like month of her life, she started to really be just have more symptoms. So there was this in the winter. She had a lot of respiratory illness and had high fevers and been in the hospital a few times. And then there was like this month and a half in the spring where she was not sick ever. She was felt good, and she was the happiest. Remember, she would just bust out laughing at everything. She got really into like physical comedy, like if you came from the stairs, or she would take things and look at you and then like drop them and start laughing, and she was really like happy, and she wasn't sick, and it was just this like time where we just got to just enjoy being with her, and we weren't worried. My worry was, I had started to worry, what are we going to do next winter because it was such a stark difference when she had all the colds and stuff. And so, but then neurologically, she started having, she would have these sort of like twitches that were like seizure kind of activity. She was having more of that. She was having trouble sitting in her height chair. She was starting to slump.
So, yeah.
And she was just uncomfortable. Like she started to not want to be in the bathtub. She would scream. So we started only giving her a bath like every few days because she had loved the bath.
Yeah.
And and she always loved to go outside and like grab the grass and grab the trees, and she didn't want to go outside. And she was still happy, and she was still doing stuff, but even looking back even more than at the time, she was really starting to have more and more issues. And I think really the cells that were building up in her brain were really starting to cause significant damage, I guess.